Gotta make sure everyone's feeling good, feeling right, feeling good, feeling good. Right. Yeah. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
How's everyone's week? Let's keep it going.
Nah. We got a little something for you, Chris.
This is not anything
Go
that
check
was
the
expected.
YouTube.
Check
Go
out those
the
cheeks, yo.
YouTube.
Shout out Cheek.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck is going on?
That's the Lord Edition podcast. The hottest motherfucking podcast in the world. Right now it's caked up. We caked up, yo. We got BBC in the motherfucking building. Party good boy Chris, yo.
Can I show this?
Show it.
Yeah, try to show the camera. See if it,
We'll post a picture on social
my
media.
gosh, this
Open
is
it. I have a
incredible.
candle. Unless you just want to blow the candle out like this, and then
Okay.
you can save it so it doesn't smell like
Oh
weed.
my gosh. Okay.
If you open it, you're gonna take it home and it's gonna smell and taste like smoke. You can just blow it out like holding the candle if you want. He's like, fuck it.
It's gonna taste like weed smoke.
you don't have to open it. You don't have to open it. That way you can enjoy it. It's a bomb cake, dude.
You can put it in the middle there for now.
You don't
Wait,
want
no.
the-
Let's get a picture of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get the picture for sure.
Yeah. So people could understand what's going on. I had a cake made for Chris by my wife, who has a baking company
I was gonna say This
business,
has to be her.
and it's a picture of Kobe Bryant dunking with Chris's face on it instead of
See if I
Kobe.
can make the same.
Yes, sir. Dude, fire ass cake.
That's why I told you I saw a picture of. That's why I said, was it Leah's Bake Shop, by the way? And I saw. That's why I told you I saw a
Shout out.
Yeah, I saw
Thank
a picture
you so
of you
much.
with your
oh my gosh.
with your history teacher or whatever.
Yo,
incredible.
That's the picture.
that's the picture.
That's the only one that I could see of your
the one
face straight up.
It's the one with the biggest smile on your face.
Dude.
Chris has a lot of pictures of his
history
ass on his
teacher.
Instagram. Let me tell you,
This guy's a stalker, yo.
I had to get a good picture.
Could be stalking.
But happy
Dude,
birthday, Chris!
Thank you so much.
I hope you
Happy
enjoy
birthday
that.
so
man.
much. That's incredible.
So how
oh
does-
my gosh.
Happy birthday. Let's get a round of applause for the boy Chris.
Dude,
the boy
that's
Chris.
hilarious.
BBC Chris. BBC.
How does 32 feel like, Chris?
69. Get it
69,
right.
my bad.
Get it tight. Thank
Welcome
you,
back
thank
to the
you.
Lord Second District Podcast, the hottest motherfucking podcast in the world. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz. I'm here with Monty.
What up?
Here we go. We got a little popper for the boy BBC Chris. Woo!
I was not expecting that reaction.
Here we go. We got another one.
I want it on
Hold
my
on, hold on.
face.
Oh, what's that Drake song called? It's your fucking birthday.
All right, stick your tongue out for me real quick.
Birthday song.
Real quick.
Rat
Hold on,
Happy
hold on,
birthday.
hold on. Let's do it to the song. There we go. I'm the bottle girl at the fucking concert, I guess, with the fucking.
Oh, you're the bottom girl, all right.
Ready?
It's your fucking birthday.
What? How did I do?
Come on. You can't come on.
Right in the face, y'all.
In the face,
You've been
yo.
holding that in. You've been holding that in for a while. My eye. You got me right in the eye, yo. Shout out
My
Zandre's
bad, yo.
kids. Shout out
My bad,
Zandre's
yo.
kids.
It's your birthday.
Ladies, Zandre's the man, okay?
No, November in the motherfucking
Strong
building.
shot. In the back, he's gonna shoot the back of the club.
Oh, you know I don't miss my Kegels.
Damn. You
Never
dented
miss
my,
a day.
You dented my eyebrow.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bitch to clean up later.
I never miss a Kegel day. That's mandatory.
That's beautiful.
That's
Thank
why
you
we
so
hired
much.
Chris, though.
Thank you so much.
Just kidding.
You're the best in the
business.
business, Chris. This is why we do
no.
shit like this for you.
We're working here.
Yes,
We're
sir.
owning this.
It's your fucking birthday.
That's right.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Well, now
of
that we got
shit.
that out of the way,
Out of our system.
A
Jeez.
lot of stuff going on.
who's
a lot
gonna
of stuff.
who's gonna bring this in?
Laz, you want to bring us in?
Well, you just got off of work, so I think you should bring us in.
Okay.
Your mind's been working the most right now.
Whew. It's nonstop. So,
What's the first thing on your mind?
like the literal first thing on my mind,
Yeah.
or are we doing the what?
The first thing on your mind.
The first thing I know.
Okay, well, since you asked, fucking Bitcoin shooting up like a motherfucker. Since you asked,
I thought you were gonna say.
Did it shoot up like a motherfucker, or did it just reach an all-time high?
I think the first thing that you said when you
pretty much means the same thing.
Nah. Because it was high already, but it just reached past its point that it was at. It's what did it go up since it?
Guys,
you saw it go up?
guys. I think we're ignoring the fact that when Monty came in, the first thing he said was that he hasn't nutted.
Oh yeah, no nut November. We're going strong.
Still going strong. Shout out to all the champs going hard.
Was that you?
Yes, sir.
I thought it was you.
That was Monty. Oh, I haven't nutted
Yo,
either.
you broke my neck. You broke my neck.
I haven't
with your
nutted
shot.
either.
You just nutted on Chris, bro.
Yeah,
What do
we're
you
still
mean?
hanging out. I can't.
No, I didn't.
Ladies, I get
That
it.
definitely,
Oh,
that
they got my
definitely
mouth.
looked like the I haven't nutted in a month nut. Like all
It did.
You didn't know what you were doing for a bit, and then all of a sudden it just all came at once.
I totally forgot how to make myself jizz, yo.
Totally forgot what that felt like.
Yeah,
I'm glad
no.
to be the receiver.
Yes.
But I think back to your Bitcoin thing. I
Yes.
think it didn't go up more than like 5K, which is not ridiculous.
What was it at? It was at 70.
Yeah,
That
and
was it.
and it
It's
went
at
to 70.
88, bro. It
Nah,
went up
yeah.
18
Sell it.
more K.
So
Well, Monty's not a big Bitcoin guy.
I don't buy Bitcoin. I'm a believer, but I don't buy Bitcoin.
He's all hype, but he's not the guy on the train.
I buy other shit.
no, that train.
Well, since you guys won't say it, I will say it.
What?
Say what?
Shit.
What?
Big
What
T,
is
Big T won the
You
election.
haven't nutted in a month. You're like, what is it? Big T? What?
Big T
Donald
won
Trump
the election,
won the
yo.
election.
Bro,
Oh.
ever since he won, shit has just been pumping, yo. It's crazy.
Hey, yo.
Well, that's
From Zandra
I
to
heard,
Bitcoin.
I
to
heard you're a girthy bastard. yo.
everything.
Veiny.
Yo, a veiny bastard.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he
So,
won the election.
okay, how
It
do you
was
guys
very
feel about
lo-
that? Yo,
it-
how,
That's true.
It was
We haven't
very-
talked about it.
It was
You're right.
very lopsided. It was obviously the people. It's what the people. It's what the people wanted. It was lopsided. It was
Miscounted,
one.
just like 2020.
No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying it was very lopsided, as in a sense that it was very one sided. Like Trump won, bro, and it was very obvious. He won the popular vote. He won the states. Like it was obvious.
Like we could have seen it
It's
coming.
very. I didn't expect it to
Could
be
we, though?
that. Huh?
did we see it coming?
I didn't expect. I thought that he was gonna win, but I didn't expect him to win by that margin.
Okay. It looked like he was gonna win, but also like I don't like to get my hopes up, so I was like, oh man, like you know,
Yeah.
Kamala was bringing on Beyonce and all these like other celebrities, and I was like, dude, what if, you know, that could be a possibility, but no, yeah, Big T won. How do we feel about that?
I mean, I'm upset,
Big
but
T, big testosterone.
Big
like
T.
I said last week, bro, I had to ride with whoever my president is.
Yeah. No, you did
My
say
president.
that last week, and it was very like it's.
I don't remember
it's
that
very-
part.
You don't remember?
I don't remember
Dude.
that part.
Okay, well, look, think about it. A lot of people are about to get like deported. That's a big possibility.
How do you feel about that as a Latino in America?
And
Dude,
the
I'm-
possibility of you being deported.
Yeah, see,
Monty,
like,
you're gonna get deported. You're not papers,
dude.
Well, that
I'm
doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be
It
chilling
doesn't?
if I'm in.
Well, that's not what they're saying.
Come
I feel
on.
like if anyone should talk about this, I feel like Laz should talk about
No,
this.
well, it
Last says
doesn't-
we're getting deported. Then
Well, it's not that we are getting deported.
I'll see y'all in
It's
Mexico.
just it's happened before, like in the Great Depression era, when they were just deporting any Latino or any person that was
Great
of-
Depression.
Yes, they were deporting people whether you were from here or not. If you look illegal, you were getting deported. So I'm not saying that it's gonna happen. I'm just saying there's a possibility of it happen because it's going like I was telling Chris earlier. Like when I was watching, it was like a lot of like it was telling you like, oh, this is why people are voting, and like 80% of most states was the immigration shit.
yeah,
So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna push the shit the most.
So why do you think that? Why do you think it was that the election was so lopsided? Like, why do you guys think that is?
Well, to me, what it like obviously from what I was watching, it was the immigration shit. Because a lot of people thought that the election was gonna be won because of the whole women's rights shit, and that had almost nothing to do with people's votes. Like they were breaking it down in votes, and like 3% of the population, 5%, some crazy low number that I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger of the fucking population was really voting for those specific reasons.
So do you?
I feel like
tell us, come on, spit
every
it out.
state. I feel like every state has its own priority. So, like Laz told me earlier, Montana voted so much higher for X, Y, or Z as opposed to California, which voted for something completely different.
Yes.
Like
So
in California, I think people were more worried about like, is this fool gonna get time for stealing shit? Because that was like what,
That was a one on the bill that I see.
yeah, like that. People were voting more for that because people already feel like, okay, California doesn't matter who I vote, it's gonna go Democratic regardless.
Right. The electoral.
Yeah, so people are voting for other reasons.
I have to put this out of the way. I can only keep
Laughing. Yeah.
The cake ladies.
And then you go back to like that after he wins, one of the first things he says is he's gonna push the immigration shit. You have, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but I think this shit will happen again where like, knock knock, does this person live here?
Yeah, ICE
in
is going
this
to be at your
neighborhood,
door.
in this zip
Yeah.
code,
I'm not saying this zip code, but it's gonna happen throughout the country.
which sucks regardless.
like, hey,
Yeah,
it does. It does.
Because
That
it
stuff's
used
gonna
to
happen.
happen.
It's gonna be people we know, people that we're close to. A lot of that shit's gonna happen, dude.
And then you got the guy that Trump is gonna put in the fucking power of the border control. That was the guy before, but obviously it gets switched when the president wins.
Let's get
He's-
this. Let's get his own words on this.
I've seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating
Oh,
families?
there we go.
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
It's not a good answer.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Oh, it's a great answer for the people that voted red, bro. Like in those states that voted mostly
That's the
immigration.
thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you,
yeah.
People
not
Because
everyone
it doesn't
voted.
affect them.
People voted for different
Not
reasons.
not everyone voted, but
Not everyone voted for immigration.
it's broken down into percentages. I'm not saying everyone voted. I'm just saying the mass
Yeah.
majority of people voted.
It
for
comes with the cost.
But then you
and not
spread that-
everyone votes. Yes, but that's on you as an American. You have the fucking privilege to go vote, and you choose not to. I don't never understand that. I couldn't wait to vote, bro.
Well, for us, not necessarily, because either way, whatever we vote for, it's going to be the electoral college is going to vote Democratic.
No, yeah,
either
yeah,
way.
yeah.
So, but in the swing states like Arizona, Pennsylvania,
It's
and
where
stuff
it
like
matters
that,
most,
that's
probably.
where it matters the most.
Yeah.
And that's where I think
He
Trump
lost.
won all seven. Trump won all 7 swing states.
Yeah,
And
which
which
is
is a-
no one expected.
The one that they were like trying really hard to win was Pennsylvania, and that's the one that Elon Musk was fucking giving out $1 million a day at. So they were definitely gonna win
Yep.
that shit.
Yep.
Someone's giving out $1 million out in this bitch a day.
Smart.
Well, I mean that comes down to strategy too. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
well, yeah.
Trump went on podcasts, and people are in my YouTube algorithm. That's all I'm seeing is that how that's what really kind of bumped him over is that she wouldn't do the Joe Rogan. She did like one like pro female thing,
I
which
think she
I'm
did call her
Call her
daddy.
daddy.
right. So and
She did Shannon Sharp's podcast.
and these are all vetted questions. It sounds like because
yeah.
they all got. I'm sure she all requested the same thing, and Joe Rogan was the only one that said no. Was like, I'm not going to go to you. It's not going to be 45 minutes. You come to me. Trump came to me.
Joe Rogan's
3
still in
hours.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's true. I feel like that really cancels out like
But you also gotta
old
keep
school
it.
media like
Yes.
CNN.
You also have to
No
keep
one-
in mind. I'm not saying Kamala Harris was the person that we needed in office. I'm just not glad with who we won.
Of course.
You got to keep in mind that she is the vice president, so she's a busy schedule. I know that we don't think she does anything, and I was on
Bro,
here saying I've never seen her.
But the thing is, like, what's
Okay.
more important? Like, you got a busy schedule. I think Joe
What's
Rogan
more
in this
important,
stage
the country
is
or-
worth like
Bro,
being part
it's
of your busy
different.
schedule.
It's different. You're
That's
the vice
thing.
president.
She was-
and you're running for president. So you have a job to do on top of a job. Yes, Donald Trump has businesses, but he has
Yeah.
people that run those businesses.
In today's
you can't
day and
just you can't just tell someone, hey, just take my vice president. Like
It's all about priorities.
Okay,
Like, she
there's
should have
that-
prioritized Joe
there's
Rogan.
that.
She should have done that.
Yeah.
okay,
I
yeah,
agree.
she
I
could have.
agree.
She could have.
She
She
did it.
could have. I'm
She
not
did it.
saying she shouldn't have.
So
She could've.
I don't buy that excuse. Oh, she's very busy. This
She's-
and that.
she's
Dude,
busy,
this is
bro.
more important.
I
If
think she was-
Is it
How
more
it-
important? She's running
Bro,
the country
look
right
at this.
now.
I'm glad
Is
she didn't
She
win.
is, bro. That old guy isn't doing
Watch,
shit.
watch.
I don't.
Hey,
I don't think either of them are.
I'm glad she didn't
I
win,
honestly don't think either of them are.
bro. I'm glad she
I
didn't
agree
win
with you, Chris.
because she didn't want it. She didn't want it. She didn't go out of her way. She
fair.
didn't do the
She
most.
also was
She
given
didn't want
100
it.
days to do this shit.
That's fair. That's fair. That's all fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah.
That is
She
fair.
got
You're both
100
right.
fucking days to do this shit.
You're both right, Laz.
How is she supposed to put a fucking
Okay,
campaign
wait,
together in
wait a
100
minute.
days
Wait a
when
minute.
this guy's been fucking plotting for 4 years? Everyone else that's been running for fucking president has been fucking pushing their campaign for years. She's
the
been
Democrat-
busy being a fucking vice president, whether the
hasn't.
fuck you like it or not.
She hasn't.
Dude, you can't. No one sees the vice president. We never saw Biden when Obama was in office. We never saw Cheney when fucking Bush was in office.
I
You
did
never
see.
see the fucking vice president.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
But Biden was barely
The thing is,
president.
The thing
Exactly.
is, look,
but
yes.
you see what we have. I don't like the guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
no one's saying that.
Yeah, but
No
you
one's
guys
saying
are
that.
like coming at me like, oh,
we're
but
not.
she wasn't willing to do. I know she
We're just
wasn't.
disagreeing with
I'm
you.
actually against that she didn't go on Rogan. That would have
Yeah,
won
yeah.
a lot of the votes.
During the presidency, I can stand. I'll speak for myself. During the presidency, during the Biden presidency, I have tweets because I looked up my own tweets and I typed in Kamala and I see what I was saying. In 2021, I was asking myself, where is Kamala Harris? Because I remember saying like, yo, I haven't seen her. I've seen her
I
pop
did-
out 3 times during this whole presidency.
I've been on this podcast and, said the same thing. Like, where is this bitch at?
And you did say that she had a 100-day notice, but guess what? The Democratic Party should have known, hey, Biden's presidency is coming to an end. Who is our next runner-up? They should have known that. They had the same amount of time to plan.
Yep, they just
Hey,
did.
I feel like the Democratic
That's on
Party
them,
was.
and they pushed her. Do you think she wanted this?
But it's not
Would you
even-
want a fucking job that they only gave you a third of the time for? You would have just passed on it if you honestly think to yourself. If someone told me, "Hey, you have 100 days to win this shit," I know it's impossible. They forced her to do that. Why? Because she has no
But
say.
it's
That's
not
how
just-
and
politics
they fumbled
work.
by doing it,
But
and it
it's-
shows.
They did.
It's
but
not just
do you
that
think
too,
that
Laz.
it would? You don't think that more of those states and more of those votes would have gone the other way if Biden was fucking the one running? That's the best
not.
thing that they could have done.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone saw how Biden's
Do you think that
presidency-
more people would have
Oh my-
voted for Biden if he was the one running?
No. I'm saying
That's
no.
what I'm saying
I
here.
feel like
Kamala was the better bet, but they
Yes,
didn't. They just
exactly.
didn't do a good job with it.
I
Well,
think
because
that's
they're not
what it
gonna
was.
put, dude,
I think
Kamala.
that's it.
Yeah, she's the vice president.
Yeah.
but she's not up there like
They're
them.
hypocrites. Democrats are hypocrites.
they
because
just ran.
They are, bro.
It was
I'm
bad
not.
coaching.
I'm not saying
It was
yeah,
bad
yeah.
coaching.
She was just put in the
She was
wrong.
bad
busy.
coaching.
Yeah, yeah.
They got
That's what it
comfortable.
was.
They got comfortable.
They
was
did.
that-
They lost the election, bro, fair and square.
And
Yeah.
They did,
for,
which is great.
for them to be like, you know what, she can miss on Joe Rogan. I think they were
They
trying
fumbled.
to reach their main objective was to get the black vote.
And
I
they
think,
got it.
And they got it. They got like 80% of black male voters and like 90% of
But I
like
don't
black
think-
female black women
what-
voters.
I don't think that they thought that the Hispanic vote was going to swing so heavy the other way.
that is right. But also, the Joe Rogan also has like, I think he has one of the highest demographics for black listeners.
Right.
So it's if you wanted to hit the most black listeners, why didn't you
You
do
go
the
Rogan.
Joe Rogan podcast?
I think Rogan would've
That's
been
why
cool.
it didn't make sense, bro.
I was on here the week that Trump did it, saying like I think she should do it, but
That's
she
where they
didn't
fumbled.
do it.
That's where they
did-
fumbled.
yeah.
I think to her point, she was trying to avoid like getting caught in like
a lie.
You know, you can only bullshit someone for so
Yes.
long.
Yeah, bro.
I remember David Cho once talked about that. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
when I was hitchhiking, I'll draw it back." David Cho is like, "Oh, I used to hitchhike like nationwide, and I would get these rides from like these truckers, and it's like, okay, cool." It's weird. He's like, because in the first hour it's very small talk, you know, boom, boom. Okay, oh, where are you from? What are you doing? Okay, cool. Second hour, we get a little bit more in there. Third hour, okay. When they realize that I have like an hour left before they drop me off, they'll be like, "Yo, I fucked my sister. Yo, I killed this guy."
Jesus
like, and
Christ.
they start. You can only bullshit someone for so long,
Exactly.
You know, before
Eventually,
the real
shit gets real.
before the real
truth
you
comes out.
And I think that's what they were trying to avoid, because I think they were like, you know what, this could help us, but this could also hurt us a lot.
Yes.
And also, now that we talked about that, the Latino vote did kind of sway the election, bro.
It did, and I don't think that they thought it was gonna. And it was the Latino male vote,
I think before it, the
which
highest
is
he had
three of them are right here.
who? What the fuck?
Well, you voted for Trump, right?
How? How do you know that?
Well, you're up here saying that that's
I'm
the
up
president.
here. I'm up here being objective.
I thought that was a no
all of
salvo
a
joke.
I'm not
sudden, all of
brainwashed,
a
bro.
sudden.
I
I'm
thought
not
that was a no
brainwashed.
salvo joke on me, yo.
No.
You guys are all on here saying I would. We've all said who
Bro.
we'd rather win the
Yeah,
election.
no,
Bro.
we have.
Bernie Sanders himself said that the Democrats are fucking
Yeah,
idiots
because
for doing this
I
shit.
know, bro.
Bernie Sanders. So did he vote for Trump?
I've never ever said here right that they're not fucking dumb for doing this. I said that the Republicans won this fair and square. I'm just saying that they didn't give her a fair shot.
Biden's wife wore a red dress
They
on
did.
election night.
I
did you guys hear about that?
I disagree.
Hold on. Hear about what?
Biden's wife wore a all red dress on election night. Did you guys see that?
Oh shit! I did not see
I
that.
didn't see that.
But that's interesting because
Comes out-
obviously red is the
Comes after
Republican.
him wearing the MAGA hat at the convention that he went to. You
He
guys
did
remember
wear-
that?
Oh yeah, he put that.
They
on.
were saying that
He
they
put
were
that
kind of
shit
like,
on.
you know what? Fuck you guys.
Exactly, because I was pushed out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they stand for like democracy,
right.
but at the same time, you undermine democracy in itself. It doesn't make any sense.
So
It's
that's
contradictory. And you know how we were talking about media.
Yeah.
How, bro, people don't trust media anymore. People don't trust CNN, Fox, MSNBC.
100%.
People trust regular people who have like a platform and can fucking provide you with the same amount of facts without them being
Laz, let me jump on this.
No,
Let me
go
jump-
ahead,
I
go.
completely
Jump on
agree
it.
with you. Damn it. I think I honestly don't know who would have won this because the Democratic Party, I feel like as a whole, just ran the whole thing awful. Let me please let me finish.
I was interrupting.
No.
Okay, yeah, go.
Biden was clearly not that great.
Yeah, and they
But
knew that, and they were trying to push him so hard until
Yes.
they fucking couldn't.
So they could
after
have
the fucking
hold
debate.
On. So they could have ended it and pushed her sooner, which probably maybe
But
would
there
have.
wasn't sooner because there was no. They didn't have to have him come out and speak. No one
Regardless.
saw how fucking. Everyone could see that the guy was like a fucking vegetable pretty much, but no one saw him actually speak until the debate, and then they were like, "Okay, we can't fucking do this."
So let
we
me get to the
fucking
point.
everything swung there,
So let me get to the point. So yes, right.
and
so
by
we
then
both
it's too
agree-
late to throw anyone in there.
Exactly. So she was put in there in a tough position.
You think by her choice? I think. All right, this is who we have
regardless,
as a choice. We're not
ran.
gonna get.
She went with it.
Yeah, because she probably had no choice. If you want to be a politician, this is what it takes.
So then,
You're gonna
how are you
fucking-
going to complain about that?
I think there's so many other
I'm
people
not
that would have been
complaining.
better.
I'm
for
just
that.
saying. Watch, she might have not even won the election if she was the one put on the ballot from the start. I'm just saying she would have done better
Then who?
than she did now. Dude,
If she had more time,
if she
they were
had more time
prepared
to
with it.
actually prepare
But
and
I'm-
want to do the shit that she wanted, she would have been able to come to you with a policy that.
The thing is,
She had
Laz, the thing is,
none.
no,
She
the
had
thing
Because
is,
she had 100 days.
Aw, dude,
How
but
do
she
you
has
know
a
what policy?
team.
But the Democratic
She doesn't
Party
come
had
up
the
with
same
it.
amount of 4 years to be like, okay, who are we going to
Bro,
run
but
after
just
this?
because
That's a
yeah,
great
they
point.
did.
Come on.
But they
It's a team
did it, and
sport.
they tried to push Biden, and then they realized they fucked up. I'm not on here saying that they did a good job by doing that. I'm on here saying that they fucked up. They just didn't give Kamala enough time, and I feel like they really just threw her in the fire. I'm not even here to protect her because they're not just gonna put one of their fucking best recognized guys that is
Why
done
not?
because they're not. They know they're gonna lose this shit. I think they knew this shit from the
okay,
start.
Got you.
Bro, do you know how much
You're not
money?
just gonna throw your best guy out there to
billion.
So he
lose.
can lose. Yeah, I got you.
Kamala Harris's administration raised $1 billion. Trump's versus Trump's 383 million,
It's insane.
and you still got
And he still
outperformed like
lost.
that.
Yeah,
But you know what? You know what? I think what it is, and I think
He has his own money.
listen, I think what it is also is that we're at a point where everyone has access to information. Everyone's on the internet. Anyone can look into the comments and find their community and see like, oh, I'm not the only one that thinks this. I think people are tired of like the fake posturing, like throw Meg the Stallion up there. She'll twerk for us and do something. And that'll get our vote. Like you give
But
away your
I
vote
think
so
that's
easily.
that's what raised the $1 billion.
Here's maybe a
Yeah, because
sidetrack.
you had to pay for that. They shouldn't go. Meg didn't go up there for
She could
free.
have used her money better. Yes.
Yeah, she could have.
But
She
we
thought
can-
we were
we
all
can-
stupid and like.
but you
we're
only
that's
fucking
what
have
they
that.
100
think.
days. You,
That
how
was
much?
like,
how
dude,
much
what?
can you do in 100 days
That's
to
what
cause
it
attention?
is.
Just throw all these people out here. All I'm saying
Celebrities.
is,
The celebrity's dead.
I think the
celebrity-
Democrats. I think America was just ready for a Republican. Like, and I think this is the. He's not even a Republican himself, bro. I think a lot of people just respect that he's straight up. Well, at least people think he's straight up. He's not gonna bullshit you. He's gonna tell you what you want to hear. He's a fucking business.
As soon as he came into office, didn't like the president, the Chinese
well, he's not in office
president,
yet.
all those people. Well, as soon as he got elected, a bunch of people were like, "Hey, we're gonna
I
end
think
the war.
Russia
We're gonna
said like that they don't want no smoke. China said that they don't want no
We
smoke.
want peaceful.
Mexico said that they called him. She was giggling on the phone about all that shit. Like
Okay, what about all those tariffs that they're about to put on
that's the
Mexico?
thing. That's the thing.
Aw, dude.
Here, that's the thing about all this is that There's a president, and like Chris said earlier, everyone's voting for him for different reasons or voting
Yeah.
against him for different reasons. It just sucks that they all intersect because you could be like,
It comes with a cost. Whatever you want comes with the cost.
yeah, because you
know?
could be like pro-life and then like still want gun rights, and then you're like, oh, now I'm at this
What's
like
more important?
crossroad.
It comes with
yeah.
the cost,
and I
yes.
think, and that's not just for those two policies. There's that shit's like 100 times
And I think you-
sideways.
I think
Immigration,
you just-
immigration right here.
Immigration,
No,
same
well,
shit.
yeah.
I'm saying like
Yeah,
that's
I'm against like I don't want people to get fucking wrongfully
course.
I don't want people that I
course,
know to
of
get
course.
fucking deported. I don't
Yeah,
want
of
that.
course.
What
either.
about like this immediately after the election? Do you have college like campuses with people with pro like Trump celebrations and shit, and they have signs out there that say
It's the same thing.
women are property. and-
That's the same thing. Like it goes vice versa. Some people are voting for him because they're fucking. There are some racist people who fucking vote for Trump,
Yeah.
but there's also regular fucking people that stand for like, oh, I believe in family,
Freedom,
and
or all that
Yeah,
shit, yeah.
and that just gets
That gets in the
there.
way.
That's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
It's
It puts you in a box.
Yes,
You vote for
unfortunately it
Trump,
does.
all of a sudden now you're a racist. But that's
exactly
not
what it
that's
is.
You
not
vote
what
for
it
you vote for
is.
Kamala, you're a liberal cuck, or you
Yeah.
know, like that's what
I
you
think
know.
it's just red or blue. Like, and people are standing like
That's
we
what it
won,
was
we won.
designed to do.
It didn't
Like,
mean anything to these people. It's just like
Yes.
I voted and I
But,
won.
okay.
They're really smart.
Watch, he won.
They know what they're doing.
I'm a fucking echo Charlemagne the God on this because when he
I hate
said
that
it,
guy.
I was
hate
like,
him?
I despise him.
You don't even know that guy.
I'm down.
I
with
know,
it.
I don't
Go,
know.
go,
when he
go.
said
go,
it, I
go.
was like, damn, I didn't think about it like this, but he's right. Like he works for you guys. Like he's
Yeah,
the president
that's
of
true.
the United States of America, and he works for you guys. Like don't make him feel like he's the one really in charge type shit. Like hold him accountable to everything he says. I mean, I don't want people deported,
Yeah.
but
That's why people riot.
you
That's
better
why-
my shit better be fucking. I better be able to move out to a better apartment for less than what I'm paying now. I better my fucking bills better go down because this is what he was pushing. He was saying groceries are going to be the lowest they've ever been in years.
No, yes.
Rent is going to be the
I
lowest
agree.
as ever. This is what he was promising the people.
Let me
is why
jump on
a
that. and
lot of
I'll
people
let you
voted
keep-
for him.
Let me
Yes.
jump on that, but I'll let you keep going. I keep saying jump on that. Pause. Charlemagne was like, you know what? Kamala pushed like whatever she pushed, but after everything, like it's still like he'll still make your bills cheaper. Basically, is what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. She was addressing a bunch of other shit that's going on, but people
At the end of the day,
you don't need to be smart to find out that you can't pay the bills.
there it is.
Yeah.
That's what he
Bam.
was saying.
Very good.
And
They can't afford.
Man.
and Kamala
This guy's
was like
man
kind of
over
like
here.
trying to go all
Around
over the
that.
place, and
Right.
yeah. And I think I think there's a lot of things that hurt her in the process. Like they asked her, like, "Oh, would you do anything different than Biden?" And she's
She
like,
said no.
That's
"No,
tough.
I don't think so. I don't think I would." You
That's
know,
tough.
and it's like, what do you mean? Like people, you know what people are saying about the economy and
Yeah,
shit.
they
Any
didn't
other
run, they
answer
didn't
would've
run
been
a
better.
good
yeah,
campaign.
it was
bro.
a bad campaign. Bad campaign.
It
was
was
bad
just
campaign.
So nothing on her. It was just a bad campaign, and yeah.
I think they have so many more people with potential to be president than like the people who they offered us. I think ultimately
But-
that's what I feel.
But like Laz said, they just knew that they were gonna lose, so they didn't want their best guy to lose against Trump, right?
Yeah, you can't
I
throw
can
the
see
best
that.
guy.
They're
there.
play,
I
the
can
thing
see
is,
that.
they're not playing. They're playing like 5D chess, and they're playing
Yeah.
the long term game too.
Imagine Trump would never let that live down. I beat their best guy. They put the best
Oh,
that they
yeah.
had against me.
That's true.
And they couldn't do it. Just imagine how bad that would look to make the Democratic Party look.
I mean,
yeah.
he did kind of come back like both elections. He was like down, and they thought
I didn't think it was gonna be that landslide, to be honest.
This year, right?
This year?
You thought it was going to be more like
I
50
thought it was.
50.
I thought it was
Because when I saw her catching up I was watching it, you know, when I saw it, they were both like a couple, I think maybe 30, 40 points away from each other. And I was like, I could see her like winning. But then like out of nowhere,
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, by
Never
10,
mind.
by 10 it was over. I was like, fuck. I turned that shit off. That shit was emotional as fuck.
Damn it.
There's a lot of people who were tripping out about
Because,
this, bro.
dude,
No, I know,
I have
I know,
people
I
in
know.
my
For
life
sure,
that
for
are
sure, for-
that have fucking they have green cards, but they don't have citizenships. So if he comes into presidency and says, "Hey, we're not doing any more renewals," they're immediately immigrants now. So that shit affects me. Like like when that shit hit like 10, and I saw like, damn, this fool's got it. Like that shit was pretty emotional to me, bro. Like that shit does change my life. It changes my kid's life. It changes my wife's life. It changes my parents' lives. It changes a lot of people's lives around me. Whether like I'm sure it's gonna change your life, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
it's gonna change your life. I mean,
No,
you're
yeah.
like 6th generation in here, so you're probably
You're probably chilling, Chris.
Yeah.
No, you don't have really nothing to worry about. Just
Yeah,
one day
but-
it's gonna be like, what? Where did money go? Where did Laz go?
Okay,
I
so
went to Mexico.
my question is, how smooth do you think this transition is going to be? Because I did see the Democratic Party was very like concerned that it was going to be like a very hostile transition, and that like multiple people from the left side kind of called Trump and was like, "Hey, congratulations! I just hope that the transition is smooth." Because the last time, remember, was the January 6th shit, and the transition wasn't so smooth.
But
Like,
then he lost. That,
Yeah, but-
and people were.
What do you guys think about you know how they said that compared to last year or not the last election, there's like 20 million votes missing from the last election?
Oh, I heard about
right.
that.
What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it's possible.
They're
Even
pretty much saying that.
even when I was watching it like live,
Yeah.
I was like, they're like, oh,
20 million.
The van just pulled up. Every little like sack has a drive in it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm like, bro, I've watched way too many movies where they
Yeah.
just, hey, take this bag, switch it real quick, and
Yeah.
now the drive has all these other votes.
I mean,
20 million votes missing, yo.
I mean, he
Yeah.
won the popular vote this
Yeah,
this
by a
year, right?
landslide.
By like a
Yeah.
landslide. So
And
well, I'm saying
maybe
like
maybe there's a real reason he won't concede. Maybe he knows.
historically speaking, they had all been around the same amount except for the 2020, the 2020 election. That's the only one in the recent elections that had 20 million extra votes in it, which is, there's a whole conspiracy about that we can
Yep.
talk about,
But
but
I think it's pretty obvious what that was. But I have a question. So like, let's think like worst case scenario,
Yeah.
right? Like of what we were just talking about. Let's say we all get deported. Okay, we go to Mexico.
yeah.
Like, what are you doing? What are you gonna end up doing?
Well, I'd probably like start a school or something,
Start a school?
or be a translator. You could
A
probably
trans?
Trans?
get a
Yo,
trans.
press hands up in here. Okay?
he's a translator.
Nah,
we'll accept you.
Dude, there'd be a whole lot of opportunities over there just because you're like educated.
I don't
you
think
speak
it'll be
in-
the end of the world. Obviously, life I feel like is like more comfortable here and stuff. But I think
Yeah.
I can like make it happen in
It's
Mexico.
not gonna happen. I think all
But
that
I'm just saying, like, what if it does? Like, okay,
That's
so you'll become a teacher.
I mean, I don't think it'll happen either, but I really hope it
Well,
doesn't.
it's like I was telling Chris, it's happened before in the Great Depression, and then you had all those like Japanese camps full of like
100 years ago.
Hawaiians and
Things are
fucking
different.
Chinese people and people from other Asian countries just because they thought they were Japanese. Like,
that happened during World War II.
I can't discredit it. I can't
So-
discredit it, but I feel like
Here we
times
go.
are
Here we go.
different.
I know that if I got
It's,
deported,
it's
I'm
threatening
suing.
to the immigrant community. It's not threatening to the immigrant community. It should be threatening to the illegal immigrant community. But on the heels of historic illegal immigration crisis, that has to be done.
How you doing?
At the Republican National Convention this summer, Tom Homan was the proud pitchman of mass deportation.
I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country. You better start packing now.
Over 3 decades, he worked his way up from border patrolman to acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the agency known as ICE, during the first year and a half of the Trump administration. This election cycle, former President Trump has mentioned mass deportation at nearly every rally.
We will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of our country because we have no choice.
What would the largest deportation in American history look like to you?
Well, let me tell you what's not going to be first. It's not going to be a mass sweep of neighborhoods. It's not going to be building concentration camps. I've read it all. It's ridiculous.
But if mass deportation is not going to be, as you said, massive sweeps and concentration camps,
There'll be concentrated.
what is it?
There'll be targeted arrest. We'll know who we're going to arrest, where we're most likely to find them based on numerous investigative processes.
Exactly. Knock, knock. Does this person live here?
I think he's talking about the Venezuelans, yo.
No, well, okay. Look, this is like a kind of like a thought that went to my head.
You're gonna
so-
have hella people pulling up to your work. Hey, is this person here?
No,
If
they
these-
did. No, they did that shit like probably like a couple years, like 15 years ago, probably. They
Yeah,
did do that.
that's when like Bush was president around
But
the
people
time.
are hypocrites. Here's what I'm saying. People are hypocrites. Democratic people are hypocrites. They vote for on the like illegal immigration just so that they could hire them and then get cheap labor for
Yeah.
their companies. But they never get like fined or arrested for the same shit that they participate in. They kind of just blame.
Yeah. Look,
That's all. It's so like fucked, bro. The whole system is fucked.
It is.
This might sound fucked up, right? But if I was an illegal immigrant and I came here, I would do whatever I can to like become a citizen. I would follow the rules. I would, do the paperwork. It's not that easy, but people do it. My parents did it. A lot of people do it, bro.
But your parents
it's not that easy, but people do
did it through a president that allowed them to do it.
Okay.
Just like there's people's parents who are only legal because Ronald Reagan was the fucking president, and they allowed him to get a fucking.
They did their best thing to do that. Unfortunately, right now, like we don't have a president that would make that happen.
If you were from somewhere else and you were already in this country,
people should be able to, prepare for this. You know what I'm saying? Like put yourself in a situation.
Prepare for this shit,
think
bro.
ahead of time, right? If you did
a
it,
fucking moron. Right
no. Dude,
bro, if you're here illegally already, as soon as you step into this country illegally, you no longer can get it like by just doing things right. You already did an illegal thing.
Yes.
The only way that you could get citizenship properly is by doing it in the country you're from.
That's not true.
So
my mom did it here.
Yeah, but what years?
What years? It was during Obama for sure.
Okay, and Obama probably had a thing that was allowing certain people to do it.
Yeah, but Obama was only president for 4 years.
For
wasn't he?
8 years.
Okay.
And your parents did it in the early 80s when my grandparents did it and other people did it because they were allowed to work. People in the fields were getting papers through different presidents. Yes. Right now, there's no legal way to do it if you've stepped like...
Yes. Bro, I don't make the rules here, bro.
I'm just saying. But you're saying, people got to prepare like for...
Yes.
You can prepare
you gotta have a plan, dude. Because if you're in somewhere illegally, dude... That's a risk, dude. You can get deported. You know that.
But you're saying that this is what you would do to do things. I'm telling you,
I'm telling you, I would do my best to not let that happen.
Laz, they're illegal immigrant. Like they're not here.
Right.
Bro, you go anywhere else, they'll deport you too.
Not
I know
saying
your parents were illegal here too, right?
Yes.
Not saying they don't deserve to be here. No one's saying
my
that.
my grandparents were illegal.
Okay, so
we are all in this.
Yes.
So people that are here working hard deserve to get knocked on their doors.
We're not
no
saying
one
that.
said that.
Well, this is what the videos that you're playing.
No.
And he's the one saying that, they're illegal. They're illegal. They should know what
to a certain degree, yo. To a certain degree.
They don't deserve that, dude. But unfortunately, these are the rules of the country.
Yes.
And that's what's going to happen.
Okay,
which
then
we're
you
saying
guys
Still
that
illegal immigration.
No.
Like there's still people
that are here illegally and
What
deserve to get
What
deported.
if we all just snuck into Italy? You think they wouldn't?
they would deport us.
They would deport us.
Bro, okay,
true.
you're all
It's
for it.
true.
It's cool.
We're all for it. No one's saying that.
Right,
No.
but that
Well,
America,
he's saying that they're illegal. That's
it's
what it is.
objectively.
Yes,
that's
those
what
are the
it is.
rules. Those are
Okay,
the
but
rules.
I'm saying I'm against that. You
All
guys are
of-
saying that. Well, that's
Yo,
what it
we're
is.
So then, do you know what? If you want to go that deep, then we should all go because all of 1776.
That's what I did. Isn't that what I told you? Make America great means fucking make America
tell 'em
light.
17
all of Boston, all of New
Irish.
England, all of the Irish people that made
Okay,
America.
so make them
we
understand
all
that.
invaded the Indians and like took over California. We should all leave because the Indians here
So
were
make
first.
them understand that.
So then you got to get out of here too. We got to get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they're telling you.
We're illegal immigrants.
Everybody's
You're
illegal
saying
here.
that's what should happen. I'm saying that we should be allowed to be here. You're the one that's saying, they should get out because they're illegal.
You're like arguing us against.
No, exactly. Well, that's what we're doing, right? This is a podcast. We're allowed to debate each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but-
yes.
You're
But what
saying
are
that
we
they're illegal.
arguing?
That this is,
So what I'm
you're
saying is-
that
Trying to
they're
gaslight
illegal.
us.
No, I'm not gaslighting you. I'm standing on what I
that
said
what it is?
from the beginning. You guys, especially you, now you like turn. You're like, oh yeah, that shouldn't happen, and now you're like, well, they're illegal.
You thought
to
you
a
were an
certain-
ally.
Like, you started off by saying, yeah, no one deserves that, and now you're like, oh, they're illegal.
Laz,
they gotta go.
if we move to Italy, if
It'll
we
happen.
snuck
I
into
understand that, but you
That's
think
the same thing.
You think they're promoting hate like that?
It's not hate, dude. It's
How's
just,
that not hate?
Well,
bro?
maybe-
we're still gonna get deported.
Yeah, we're
like,
still gonna-
It's not
even
because
if
they
they
hate
don't-
us. It's just because we're not documented in
It's
that
the law.
country.
That's the
So,
law.
yeah, and I'm saying that I'm against that. The way that they're trying to do that, like
America and like one other country is the only country that like advocates for medicine. Are we the only country that like advocates to get the immigrants out of the country?
No, we're not.
I don't
we're
think
not
we
the
are.
only one, but we're definitely the ones that push it the hardest. This country is the hardest country
because
to get
everyone's
into.
coming to
America.
America.
Yeah, because they sold
the
it like a
best.
fucking dream.
No, because
And
we're the
people are
best
trying to
right now.
live that dream.
Because our family members
And
are coming in and
the
we're
dream comes with the
living
cost.
and we're
Yeah.
surviving
And
and
guess
people are
what?
having kids and you're a grandchild
And-
of
and
an
you're-
immigrant, right?
I get that, and that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You're a fucking child of an immigrant, and you're the one that's saying that these people should be deported.
Maybe we're like agreeing on the same thing.
I don't think
but
you
like,
said that. I don't
He
think
definitely said, "Oh, well, they're illegal to a certain extent. They gotta get deported."
objectively speaking.
Objectively, they are illegal.
Okay, well, I'm
Objective-
saying objectively speaking, I'm against that.
Objectively speaking,
Yes.
bro, my mom was illegal up until like barely 8 years
Yeah,
ago.
and because at that time there was a way to fucking get your way through fucking get documentations. Just like my grandparents got theirs because they were working.
What about during Bush though?
Let me ask
There
you
was
this,
no
Laz.
people getting shit through Bush unless
Exactly,
you were
but
doing
my
it
mom
properly.
was still here.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
this,
I know,
Laz.
but guess what? Your mom was probably doing the right shit, and they weren't pushing people like that. Like they're
Let me ask you this. Like within the past 2-3 years, we've seen like videos of people just sneaking in through the
You were the
border.
one that was talking about
Yeah.
the guys with AK-47
Yeah, that's
tattooed on
insane.
them.
Puros chinos, no? Like
What?
they're all like Asians,
Asian,
and
Muslims.
they're coming in, right?
Yeah.
they're all illegal.
yeah, but that's
So
the thing.
do you think they should
That's-
stay here and they should like vote and they should?
I think
like,
that
pay-
as long as they're a fucking citizen, like a proper
they
citizen.
snuck in, Laz. Answer the first
My
question.
parents snuck in. Yes, as long as they're doing the fucking right thing, they deserve to be here.
Those Asians, everyone's
I
sneaking
don't give
in.
a fuck what race you are. If
As
you're
long
here
as-
doing the right thing, you deserve to fucking be here because they sold you a dream, and now you're here for
what
this
if you're doing the
dream.
wrong thing?
Then
What if
get
you're
the
doing
fuck out of here. Because if my dad was
how do you
fucking
keep
up,
track of
I
that?
would want him the fuck out of here.
You have to
how
keep
do you
track of
that?
it.
When you arrest this guy and you see that he's an immigrant, you get him out of
But
here.
how do you arrest him? Based off what?
You get a DUI and you're not from here. Get the fuck out of here. You're not
Or-
you're not
or
living
what
to
else?
an
Or
American
what else?
citizen standard.
Yes,
If
I
you're,
agree.
If you're fucking up and you're fucking tagging the fucking streets and fucking gang banging and doing that stupid shit, get the fuck out of here, bro. Whether you're Asian, whether you're fucking Mexican, whether you're Southern American, whether you're Central American, whether you're fucking Russian, I don't give a fuck, bro. If you're here trying to make a better life for yourself, there's no reason why anyone should fucking take that
I
away
agree.
from you.
I agree with that.
Because this fucking
I
country
agree with
was
that,
sold
Laz.
as a fucking dream.
Now let me give you an example, okay? All right, let me give you an example. He's right. He's right. You should, if you're doing the right thing, you should be able to stay here,
Yes.
right?
Which
That's
is
what our
not what-
parents
yes.
did.
That's not what we were
That's
like
not what we're arguing.
against.
Okay,
Right.
okay, but
No, but he's
this-
asking me,
Okay,
okay,
no,
then,
but Laz
right,
now
right.
is saying
How do we
that.
get them?
But now Laz is saying if you do something fucked up, then that's when you should get deported. What do you say to the parents of people who had their child raped or murdered by illegal immigrant that just came in the last 2 years? Then what do you say to that parent?
Yeah. That's
So
tough.
what do you say to that parent when it's like their fucking grandparent that's here legally?
But hold on. Answer the
Or
question
their next door
first.
neighbor. Anyone that does fucked up shit like that should be handled accordingly.
But
Death
you-
penalties. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
if you don't speak English. I don't give a fuck if you're speaking Mandarin. If you're
there's-
doing fucked up like
I
shit.
don't know.
But it makes it look worse objectively if like they came into the country.
So let's put that same percentage of it being immigrants and American citizens, and let's see how fucking lopsided that graph is.
Like I think there was just a video that went viral in Miami of like some girl who called the cops and was like, "Hey, I'm trying to order a pizza," and she's like, "Oh, you calling the police station? You sure you know who you're calling?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm calling. I need pizza, this and that. Like this is where I'm at." And then the operator kind of, caught on, sends 2 cops out there. She's like in the middle of about to get raped. And that guy just happened to be an immigrant. Now they painted that up there, and now it's like
Yeah.
another thing to add to the fuel fire. I
Yeah.
just think there's like, how do you properly do this?
That's
you
what's-
wait till something bad happens. I think that's what the government is trying to avoid.
Well, yeah, like
You don't
that's the
wanna
thing.
wait till
You
something
don't-
bad happens
It doesn't have
to
to
you.
be bad, bro. It could be like, oh, this fool hasn't filed paperwork. Just like we talked about earlier, my parents, when they got like, hey, you have this bill done by this, or you have to do this paperwork by this day, they did it before that. They didn't let a slip up happen. Now, if you're fucking letting like, oh, you have a ticket and you didn't go to court and shit like that, get them out of here, bro. You're not responsible enough to fucking have this opportunity. Because my
Yes.
parents were there. If they had court on the 16th, they made sure that they could go there earlier. Hey, I'd be calling sometimes like, hey, is there a way that they could do this earlier?
Yeah, there's got to be a way to keep letting people in, like accordingly, though. Okay, like what are you getting in here?
That's all
in
I'm
for?
asking.
You're getting a job. Okay, you're gonna work here. Okay, we'll keep track on you over here. We'll keep this file here. Come on in. As long if you fuck up,
Yeah.
you get back out.
But that's what they allow you to do that.
Yeah.
But that's the legal way to do it. When you're
That's
doing
what
it
I'm
from
saying.
yeah,
There's
but-
a legal way to do it.
Yeah,
people
but
are
when
doing
you're
it
already
illegally.
here, when you're already here and you've been here for 10, 15 years, and they're trying to deport you, and you're pretty much a part of this fucking system that makes America work.
That's what makes it so tough. That's what makes it the worst. That's what makes it the worst.
No, but that's what we're fighting here.
Yes, that's what we're fighting. And let me tell you, 10 years to prepare for this, at that point, like, dude, that's kind of on you.
Bro, but you're not understanding that once you're here illegally, you can't fix your
You can't be like,
paperwork
hey, I'm
properly.
here illegally. Yeah, you're kind of fucked.
You have to find a way to do it legally.
I think that honestly, like the worst part right now too.
Well,
Maybe
the
not the
thing is-
worst.
okay.
It's just overpopulated. Like that's what it is. You're asking,
Is it
how do we fix it?
overpopulated?
It's
How-
just so
since-
it's
when
so
this
it's
first-
so hard to keep
there's
track.
a- hold
When
on.
this podcast first started, we were talking about how they were really pushing people to the cities. This country is not overpopulated. They're just pushing us all to the fucking city, and that's why it feels
because no one
populated.
wants to
There's
go to
no,
Montana.
there's no infrastructure in the middle of fucking
Yeah.
Iowa. It's just
Because
a bunch
they
of
don't
open
want
land.
there to
There's
be.
no infrastructure.
Because they don't want there to
and
be.
it's expensive to build. And
Is it? They keep doing it around here, and this is some of the most expensive.
We're like
land.
cattle,
People
bro.
are right by the
We're like
coast,
literally
yo.
sheep. Everyone's all
Because people
bundled
pay
up.
the most taxes here. That's
No,
why
yeah,
they have
we're
so
right
much
by
money
the
to
coast.
invest here.
But
It's
it's not
nice.
even just here anymore. You go to Texas, the backyards are getting smaller. You could
Yeah.
like it's starting to be like here where you can see your neighbor change if you have the right angle.
Hell yeah.
Like people's houses here are too close.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, okay, look, back to the immigration thing. I know people personally that came here illegally, not with permission or anything,
Yeah.
and were able to become
Okay,
like
but when did they
citizens
do
and
that?
Stuff.
Different presidents have different times, and right now through the
What I'm
even
saying
with
is-
Biden in office, you're not allowed to just be here illegally and do it. Like I told you, your parents probably did it during a term where a president was
Probably.
allowing people
Probably.
to fix their paperwork. But right now, there's no way.
Yeah, dude, and we don't make the rules. Those are just the rules.
Yeah, but you
dude.
keep trying to say, oh, you said not bring it back to immigration. People should be able to do it this way legally, but you can't. I'm telling you, you can't.
I'm just saying,
You know,
prepare, dude. You gotta
what
have a plan.
I think before any of
have
this,
to have a way
I
to
think
do
before any of this is how it was. But then it came to a point where they just cranked it wide open. They're like, hey,
It's too-
and then
too
when
much.
they made it a bust, like anything else, once you burn it out,
too much,
it's
yeah.
burnt out. Hey, we got to cut you guys off now.
Yep.
They got burnt out once you started getting the fucking right wing conspiracy theorists that were like, why is there a bunch of fucking middle aged men coming with tattoos and from not even from Mexico? They're
From
coming
all
from
over
like
the world.
across the
Yes.
sea. What's going on? Are we getting undermined? And then people just feed that.
difficult.
And
It's
then
difficult.
that's when you get the Donald Trump
But
administration to
watch.
feed off of that.
This
Because
is
they're
what
like,
you-
oh, now we could use this to our favor. And
Watch.
that's what they did. And that's
But
what
this is-
happened.
We're
this
built
is,
on
this
that.
is what
We're built on that.
That and this is what America's asking for when you're going over there playing the fucking Big Brother role. I could save you, but now you don't want
Well,
people
that's
that need
different- that's
now that you need that people want saving. You don't want to save.
That's different.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's the same shit. You don't need to fucking be putting yourself into half of that shit. But you want to play Big Brother and a lot of this shit. For saving, you want to save millions and trillions of people. But when people need saving, you don't want to save.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean when they involve themselves into these wars and these political shit all over the world, don't they?
to like save them,
Sure,
but then when it comes
right.
to like them
When people
being in the
needing
country,
saving from
they're
their
like,
country.
Oh, yeah. Well, people were hypocrites. I'm telling you. The government's a
Yeah,
hypocrite.
dude, it's
for
it's
money.
tough.
It's all
tough,
capitalistic.
dude.
It's all
tough.
money
there's
based.
nothing
tough.
we could do about it.
We agree with you. Like,
It's yeah,
like
that-
90%
yes.
of the
No,
thing.
I'm only keeping talking about this because you guys brought it back. I'm gonna
Yes,
keep
yes.
fucking having the same fucking energy and the same fucking thing when it comes to this shit because this shit affects my life.
We agree with you like 90%
Like I said,
of it.
This shit,
We
when
agree
the
with
shit
you
was
90%
announced, I
of
was
it.
emotional, bro. This
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
affects me. So anytime that it gets brought up, I'm gonna be passionate
yeah.
about it,
Love
and
it.
I'm gonna make it known how the fuck I feel about
And
it.
Laz,
That's cool. I respect
we
that.
are with you like
Yeah.
90% of it.
Yeah, and then I need you 100. Like,
The other 10 is the gaslighting part.
Yeah.
no,
the other 10
you,
is like,
that's on you.
it's like
It's like get them out of here. They're taking our jobs that
Dude.
I don't want to do.
If
I don't
you-
think he
if-
said that.
If you sneak
I don't
in-
think he said that.
No, he didn't say that, but that's the other 10%. Like, oh, like our rent's getting expensive. Get them out of here. Like, oh, like what?
I don't
What
know
are
what
they
that-
doing? What are they doing to you that's bothering you?
I'm just saying, like, dude, if we sneak into Italy, they'll kick us out.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
well.
So
They
I get
probably
that
would.
part. I
They
get that
probably
part of
would.
America.
But they
Canada
probably
won't
would,
let
but
you
they,
in.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't target you. They wouldn't target you.
I have a couple tickets. Canada won't let me in.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, but that's how it should be done.
I agree with you because Laz, not
We agree
millions
then.
and billions of people are sneaking into Italy.
Watch, I'm not saying I want millions of people to go across this border. I think we should have more fucking border patrol because there is bad people getting into this fucking country. I'm just saying they're targeting everyone the same. Everyone's getting treated like the terrorists with the tattoos with AK-47.
That's not how it should, yeah, and that's
but
not how it
not-
should be. Like the people that have
but
like
not
some
in France or Italy. Because people
Yeah.
aren't like millions of people.
But you're
aren't
not
going into-
understanding. There's people that are living a regular life that no one would even know they're illegal, and they're gonna be treated like the guy that came across this country with the AK-47,
Yes,
or the
they're
guy
gonna get
with
the
the
same
fucking
treatment.
The,
So
the
I think
rapists and the
so I
killers.
think what it really ultimately is overpopulation. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I could
It's
be
the
wrong.
big cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If there was a big ass bus that said, "Yeah, we'll drop you off an island
Watch.
when you have a
When
big
my
open
parents-
land," I'm sure people
when
would
my
do that,
parents-
but they don't do that. It's not accessible.
Watch, when my parents came to this country, I've never asked why. I was born in Georgia. I don't know why the fuck we went in there over there, but I'm assuming it's because it's the furthest the fuck you could get away from the border. Like my parents were terrified of that shit.
Minnesota.
my parents too. They
Yeah.
we grew up
So,
in fear.
I mean, I've never asked, but I'm almost 100% sure it's like, all right, let's get the furthest away we can from like border patrol.
Yeah.
Like people are fucking frightened of that shit.
My family
So-
passed the first checkpoint and they pulled over right there.
Yes,
Hey, we
sometimes.
made it, yo.
Literally.
Yeah, bro. But
Yeah.
I think we all agree, man.
Yeah.
I think we all agree.
I think
For
so.
the most
I think
part.
yes, there are good people in
And
this
this is
world.
and this is where it gets tricky as society and people of community. I saw a lot of people posting like a bunch of like, "Yo, if you voted for Trump, like
Oh, I
cut you off, and follow me."
I unfollowed a bunch of people.
I'm sure you did.
I did, and you know what? And it wasn't like because you guys are my homies, and I see you guys. You guys don't post shit like that, but I wouldn't unfollow you. I unfollowed people that I saw did that, and they have no like
No
any
meaning to you.
significant to my life. I'm like,
Yeah.
we never talk. This is how you feel. Why the fuck should I be following you? Why should you be following me? Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't need this shit. It's negative.
Everyone becomes like little like politicians
But-
right out of like
No, yeah,
right on
yeah.
elections.
But I wouldn't.
like,
I wouldn't
on the
let
ground.
it. I wouldn't let it like affect our friendship.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
No, I had a
No,
great
not
time watching
same.
everyone's shit. Like,
Me
to be
neither.
honest.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I think we all know what's right and wrong and stuff. You know, that's what we're here for. That's what the LSDP
Okay.
is for. You know, we're
So,
here to
away from
put
the
an
like
end to this.
immigration shit, but more towards like all the snakes in his camp. How do you guys feel about him winning and like it's surrounded by like all these people that were talking shit on him and
Well,
All
that's
the
politics. That's politics.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's a shady business.
it's like you're gonna trust all these snakes.
Well,
the vice president, you guys, a snake.
I can say the same thing for who's trusting Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift was very
Dude,
quiet after that.
like I mentioned 10 minutes ago, celebrity's dead. No one gives a shit about what the celebrities think
And
anymore.
I think they do. It's just the type of celebrity they were getting.
No, the left tried so hard. They had Cardi B up there.
Bro,
and they had Beyonce.
I think you forget that
and they-
Donald Trump is a celebrity.
Yeah, but he didn't bring up like all these people like
Dana White isn't a big celebrity. Elon
not
Musk
like
is not.
Beyonce,
Elon
not
Musk
like
is not
Cardi
a fucking
B.
big.
They're-
But
Come on, they're
see-
bigger
see,
than that.
Okay, yeah. But now you're talking about like people outside of like just music. Like they just bring up
But that's why.
entertainers.
That's
and
what
they're
I
like-
said. The
Right.
type of celebrity you brought.
yeah,
I think people were tired
Kamala
of that
was
shit.
had like entertainers and stuff, and then like over here, like on the Republican side, it's a different type of celebrity. Yes,
Different type of
Yes.
celebrity.
Yeah,
There
that's
we
why
go.
I said
All
the
right.
They're famous
celebrity-
people,
different
but
type of celebrity.
The celebrity they chose wasn't the
good.
right celebrity. Like
Yeah, I think we're in an age where people don't really champion, like you said, the celebrity. I think people see real shit. Like,
I feel
How do I say
influencers
it?
probably had a bigger sway. Yeah, like
yeah,
Well, the long form conversation. I mean, I don't want to just put on Rogan, but I mean, if Kamala would have had a long form conversation with more
I
than
think-
just her,
Here-
the call her daddy.
here's what I think. I think the internet just gave everybody transparency.
yeah, there's too much available, bro.
And like one like example I could give is like when Nancy Pelosi did like the African band over her neck and they kneeled and they took a picture. Like people can see through that. Like that's performative. That does absolutely nothing for what they're fighting
Makes
for.
it worse.
But
But
you
I
guys
think-
are in
I
charge
think
of
both-
policy.
I think both sides do it.
you guys are in charge of. I'm addressing like politicians as a whole.
Yeah.
You guys are in charge of policy, and instead you guys do performative shit like take a picture like kneeling down with like
Yeah.
African bandages like
for
around
branding.
Wasn't
for,
there-
for that, and
who
that's
was-
it, and that's
who-
all they give you, and they try to get your vote with that, and like no, to Charlamagne's point, no, make these motherfucking people work for you, go out and
Mm-hmm.
vote for the shit that you fucking care about, make your voice heard, you know. But if I don't stand with like everything that's going on in politics. There's a lot of like division, divide,
And it's only the beginning, dude. It's gonna.
And that's how they
worse.
get us- and that's how
wait
they-
till we start hearing like what Laz says, like them knocking at your door, deporting people and stuff.
It's gonna be an
It's gonna
January,
get crazier
February.
and crazier.
No, it's
dude.
going to be an
January,
exhausting.
February.
It's going to be an exhausting 4 years, which is why I think Trump initially lost the first time after the when he went to reelect, is because people were tired of that. They're like, "Yo, this is too much. There's too much politics on the news all the time. Let's go with Biden. He's a safer bet." At least then we can fucking relax and not have to worry about all
Well,
this.
even then, when
Nah,
he was president, there's still politics on the news all the time.
Yeah,
Nah, but it was
Trump
wars
shit
and
was
all this
crazy.
shit.
Trump was,
here,
bro. With Trump, it felt like the button could have been pushed all the time, all 4 years.
even-
Any second.
And even
Yeah.
if that wasn't the case,
It
the
felt like
media
that.
the media made you feel like that.
Yeah.
And all 4 years, not just like the last 2 years or the last. It was all 4 years
Dude,
that it felt like.
they're always gonna pull out the worst of the worst, whoever's president.
Exactly.
That's just the way the machine is designed.
Well,
It's
yeah.
to keep us in fear, to keep us on our toes, to keep us like easily controllable.
I don't know.
You know?
Well, they have like what's it called? They had Robert F. Kennedy. Now he's gonna be the guy in charge of like a bunch of different shit.
I think
The
is it the FDA?
He's trying to get rid of the whole FDA, fire everyone on day one, and bring his guys in.
It's not that easy. But
Yeah.
I mean, let's
But
see
that's what they're gonna
happens.
do.
You're gonna have to-
They think it's that easy.
They'll find out it's not, and then maybe it'll take instead of
The thing is, I feel like at that level, like, come on, they have a plan. They had to have a plan. This guy's just gonna hire a fucking company to just run it.
It's like, they had a plan, but this is a guy that was running against you for president, and as soon as he loses, you name him as like the fucking person responsible for this.
they're bored.
He was just running against you. Now he's the person you're hiring to do this job.
That's what you're
They're
saying. He's around a
boards.
bunch of snakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
congrats.
The ops.
It's crazy. Like I think that the people that are there now don't need to be fired. Yeah, they're the ones creating this, but it's really like on the president to be like, hey, we're just not gonna put Red 40 in this shit anymore, and they'll be able to fix the recipe to make sure that there's no fucking bad chemicals in it and shit.
I do trip out on shit like that because I told you guys when I went to Mexico, they didn't have any cartoons on the food.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's illegal over there.
Yeah, you can't put the
You
cartoon.
can't market to the kids.
Literally, chips say like this product will kill you, like in like
Yeah.
bold letters and stuff.
There's no Tony
Cigarettes.
the Tiger. There's no none of that. Tricks the
Cigarettes
kids.
have like the skull on it, like
Yeah.
like rotten
Even
lungs.
little shit like that, I think makes a big fucking difference inside of like society and like how people perceive shit like that. Excess calories, that's on the fucking
Yeah.
bag, Excessive calories, that's a big.
Well, it's well known that U.S. and like I said, one other country is the only one that like advocate for
Yeah.
have commercials.
I know what
for
you're talking about.
Medication.
Yeah.
And stuff.
So let's see what these guys come up with. Let's see what they do. What if it like
let's
what if
see.
it's better? What if it
Watch.
what if they know what they're doing?
I was talking to Monty about this too, and I'm like, they're saying that our shit is so bad now, but imagine how worse it was then. Like back in the day, everyone's like, oh, back in the day, shit was so much better. But it's like they made these rules because of the shit that you used to put in it. Like they used to put cocaine and Coca-Cola.
Shit wasn't regulated as much.
You used
Yes.
to put. People said that there was like fucking cement shit and certain things, and
Yeah, but there was also like companies like the dairy, the people in charge of dairy that were like, oh, if you can, that they paid these people in the FDA, to promote their product as
Yeah.
like one of the biggest,
Like
most
milk.
valuable pieces of like the food pyramid.
Yeah, milk.
People paid for that.
What mammal drinks milk after like a certain age?
Yeah, we've all heard that
And we're
one.
here fucking no, but that goes right along with what
Yeah.
you're saying though.
well, what mammal
Yes,
drinks
these
someone
people-
else's milk?
These people are like none. Well, only us.
Yeah.
But it's for money because of what he just said. Basically, it's just people paying each other to make it seem like, hey, this is like the most like important.
Even the
Yo,
tobacco
thing.
industry, how they managed to fucking get e-cigs out of here.
Well, the tobacco company
Flavored e-cigs. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Competition.
Yeah. Guess what? We're going to lobby and pay these fuckers like
Well,
hundreds of millions
yeah.
of dollars
Well,
to
the tobacco
outlaw
industry-
your fucking e-cigarette. But our cigarettes will still be selling there.
The tobacco industry are the people that are in charge of these food industries. I think there's
Yeah.
like 2 or 3.
Thank you for
tobacco-
smoking. It's a film by Elon Musk. Thank you for smoking, and it touches on that.
There's like 2 or 3 like tobacco companies that are in charge of like the 2 or 3 food companies that run the food industry, and the same chemists that make the tobacco make the food.
Yeah. Even Coke makes Sprite.
Yeah.
Like I always say.
It's insane. So I don't know. I'm all for like the food being healthy, bro, because
No, me too.
although like the life expectancy is getting higher, I think it's eventually going to drastically drop because of the food that we're being fed. At least in this country, you know?
It'll take a while though. I feel like the shift will take a while, like 10, 20 years.
But that I'm going to still be alive in those 10 to 20 years. So
that's
you
fine,
don't
but-
want to like...
No, yeah, of course, but I feel like statistics won't like start to see like the metabolism.
I mean, look,
and-
they're gonna control like whatever, right? The foods, but even now, like, yeah, we all know food is fucked up, dude. Like, we have the information. Like, I'm not out here eating like stupid shit all the time or whatever, right? Like, I watch what I eat because that
Oh, we see
information
your
is already
stories.
out.
I think...
Oh,
I think
dude, you eat the fucking most lavish.
oh, we see your story.
You and
thing is,
Lazar
like,
up there.
The thing is, yeah, you're eating at these nice restaurants that give you clean food, but these cows aren't getting raised as clean as you think they are.
True.
Like
Good
the
point.
the steak that they're giving you is still not a good steak.
What I'm
Like,
saying is, you have options.
No, yeah.
You don't have to go and buy like the bad product. People have like these, people have options.
No, yeah, but
to
I
choose
think
from.
like the point that they're trying to make is like it doesn't matter if you choose the bad product. Like at this point, both of them are probably just as bad because they could kill you. Like
Yeah.
they're making cows grow like full like size by like half the time.
Tomatoes
and,
aren't like this, like the size of a football. but-
Nothing. No fruit is supposed to
Yeah,
be like.
yeah.
If you look up like how shit looked back in the day, it's insane.
I know,
dude.
like my parents had
Probably tastes like shit
but
too.
we had an apple tree in the back of our house, bro. And the apple never got bigger than like the size of a golf ball.
Dude, it's crazy. My balls are like huge, and my dad's are like really tiny. So it's whatever they're putting in this food.
I think
is
you got-
Probably
crazy.
got it from your mom's, probably.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, your mom's balls. Is that what you said?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't want
Chris?
to. I don't want to have to expose anybody. So I'll give you guys the right to expose yourselves before I just start unleashing all hell on everybody. All hell. Oh shit, dude.
You're like Floyd Mayweather.
You know what? I'll hold it a little bit. I'm willing to hold it a little bit.
You have
Oh,
your
you
17
can hold it a
and
little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Hold this.
Hold it with two hands.
Oh, dude, I want to show you this.
Hold mine with two
sick-ass
hands,
video.
What video?
Let's keep going though.
Guys,
Well, Chris wasn't.
I
What
mean,
did it tell us a
ladies.
story about his teacher or something like that?
Well, you
About-
gonna tell us something. What were you
About
gonna say?
being rizzed up by your teacher?
not Riz. It's gonna. You're setting the.
Oh, it's suddenly not really. Then what was it?
I literally forgot the context.
Well, I'll remind you. You said, "Oh, I had a teacher that rizzed me up one time."
It's not.
Hey yo.
So
I was in class and this teacher, he was cool. He was just.
wait, but before you tell the story, he misused the term Riz. He
No.
didn't know.
How
what
long
Riz
ago
was.
was this?
like 2 minutes ago, bro. You weren't listening.
All right, okay.
No, me.
Okay, but I think with context clues, people will know what you thought Riz meant.
Right.
So continue.
Okay. I feel. Damn it. I felt like.
I feel.
Yes. Like Riz was like. You're like building some guy up.
Oh,
Or,
like
hyping him up.
Hyping him up.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, this
he's-
guy's got Riz.
he's rizzing him up.
Yeah. He
That's
like,
what he thought
ooh,
it meant.
This guy's got Riz. Like, oh shit. Like,
No, that's not what you made it seem like. You said that the teacher made you seem like you had game and shit to the girls in
No,
class.
he
or something.
didn't.
Because
He,
Yeah, but
tell us
But
the
that
story.
no. He's right. I did feel that way. I did feel like the teacher.
Yeah,
made
but
me
when you
feel that
told
way.
us, you're like, yeah, I had a teacher that rizzed me up, and you thought that man like made the bitches think that I had game and shit.
These bitches are like 16-year-old
At the time.
Hey, yo,
At the
at the
time.
time. At the time.
At the
Hey,
time.
yo.
Now, how old are they, Chris? How old are you? It's your birthday.
69.
69. He told us earlier.
My wife's like, well, how old is he? He never says his age on the pod.
Handsome and 69-year-old I know.
Because we wanted to put the age, but we couldn't figure it out.
A true gentleman never kisses and tells.
Exactly. Okay,
what
so
should I
tell
say?
us.
So what should I say?
Wait, what did your teacher say that raised you up to these?
Nice cock, Chris.
Is that
Nice thickness.
okay?
A veiny bastard.
What did he tell you? Oh, Chris, he's quite the scholar.
You know, Chris has the best grade in my class.
Oh hell yeah!
He stays after.
I just know that thing hangs to the left.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Oh, I mean, the whole thing.
Hey,
Is,
don't expose me like that, Zandre.
It was just like a. It was. It's not gonna.
Was that
land
your
that.
favorite teacher?
He was.
Okay, so
That would be my favorite teacher too.
yeah, if he rizzed you
if
up,
he
he
helped
has
me,
to.
like Yeah.
He was.
If he raised you up.
Rest
If
in
he
peace.
raised me up, he'd be my favorite teacher.
Well, I'm showing my age, so I don't honestly get the Riz. I thought I was like using it right.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry,
okay,
bro.
bro.
We'll forgive it. We'll forgive it this time.
Oh yeah, I seen this guy.
Dude, that's what I look like in college.
It's like a white version of Kane from the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, there was a sick ass. There's a video where he did his finisher. Oh my god.
What was the
When he does
finisher?
the cocaine and then,
He pulls out a bag of cocaine, does it, and then like blows it in the opponent's face.
like a LeBron.
be cocaine.
Wrestling's real.
Yeah, it is, bro. You want to get slapped up or what?
I want to go to a wrestling match.
You've never
Listen,
been?
I have. I've been to a WWE. It was Raw. I went to Raw one time.
Dude, that's what we gotta
should-
do.
we could-
Dude, it was so.
That's what we gotta do.
I'm down to
It
go.
was like the
All right.
new people, but it was still very entertaining.
We found the
I enjoyed
hierarchy.
it very much.
I think I found it here.
Wrestling, medieval times.
Yes.
No counter. He's out of it. Big throat thrust by cocaine.
throat thrust.
Reaching for something. He's reaching for something.
We gotta figure out names for each other.
Cocaine has he's got a baggie.
I've seen that,
It's
I've
an
seen
eight
that.
ball. He's got an 8 ball.
He's got an 8.
Oh my gosh, he does a whole.
ECW.
Oh my
Whack ass coke slam.
Coke slam.
Yeah,
Shit was all whack. The guy.
yeah, he didn't sell it. He didn't sell it.
Yeah,
Me
we
and
gotta
Lat-
go. We gotta go to a Raw show.
Actually,
Actually,
Raw one.
mid-
It could happen here, Raw
I said we coin toss. Raw
or
or
SmackDown.
medieval time.
You can smack down my Raw.
I think I'd rather do SmackDown or Raw than medieval times.
Oh yeah,
That's what I said.
I'm down to
Well,
do both.
it's a bee with chili in it.
Yeah, I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch Men in Tights than Men in like silverware.
for my birthday, I'm buying us. I'll take us to medieval times. And we're
Oh,
going
thanks,
there.
Chris.
Aww.
I'm willing to pay my part.
No. Oh, it's happening.
Oh,
And
you can pay for mine.
Dude, I'm down to go. I've been wanting to go for
That's
the
why I
longest
said
time.
mine.
It's gonna
I'm
be
like,
a
yeah.
good time.
you supposed to say yeah. Hell yeah.
Shout out fans. Just wait.
Okay.
It's gonna be good content.
But you got me right.
Go.
You said
I
you got
just
us.
said.
He said he's gonna buy a ticket for
All of
you,
us.
All of us.
Ian.
If there's any
Me?
listeners that want to go with us, reach out.
Do like a raffle.
Yeah, Chris
No,
is buying.
just pull up and show up and hang out with us.
Oh, okay, for sure. Well, that's like pretty expensive.
Oh no, we're not to pay for it.
Yeah.
Just gonna come if you want to come. Pull up.
Yeah. Chris is only paying for us.
Yes. Chris Loki's got it like that.
Yeah.
Low key.
Low key, very high key.
High key, actually.
No.
Dude, that's so crazy. I was actually just about to say high key again, just like a cherry on top of you guys.
My face.
Huh?
Remember? Oh,
Coke slam. Wait, we didn't even talk about Young Thug being free.
I know that's another thing. I mean, we kind of talked
Veterans
about it.
Day.
Did we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Veterans Day.
Because he got freed on my birthday, and I remember that.
It is
I said
Veterans
that, I
Day.
said, Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day.
Shout out to the troops.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Let's see.
I saw that.
I think it's changed now, and probably this battle, what I just saw is probably what is
this too, yeah.
hit the nail on the head for me. Where it's like when stuff gets said like that now today, it's more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something
There was
about.
a lot of lying on
And
it.
this
There was
is
a lot of lying.
Skepta and
People just
What's the
saying.
guy's
There was one.
Ebro.
Shit, they
One
was just
K
saying
dot.
shit.
There was one K dot diss track that came out. And I was like, oh, this is over. Like this isn't rap. This isn't a rap. This ain't clashing anymore.
No, they don't like each other.
This is over. Like
Yeah.
they don't like each other. It's
Yeah.
clear. I can hear it. Like I can
Yeah.
hear it in his voice. He doesn't like Drake. When it sounded like you two just really want to see each other and do each other something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like that would hit him up. And I even said the same shit, when Pusha T and Drake was doing their thing and he said the shit about 40. I was like, nah.
Because they are in positions where they are both
The biggest.
they are both really big, yeah, have major deals, major cahoots with major companies, right? Talking to each other like this is looking crazy Like
That's a good point.
You're calling him a word, but this guy's signed to thing. So now, how can they sign a man that is being accused of this thing? So now the things that when I was clashing in grime, we never had nothing to lose. There you go. This is where I'm landing now. So when we're saying things to each other, you could call me anything in the world. I'm not gonna lose a Nike deal.
Right.
I'm not gonna not be able to put food in. That'd probably even get me more money because we'll go to the show and do the clash on the stage, and more people are paying and rare. You know what I'm saying? So
the version they was doing was hurting.
It's hurting what we've built. It's hurting what we've all built this whole time.
Do you guys agree with that?
Well, yeah, bro. Like,
Sounds like you're standing
it
on
definitely
business.
hurt him. It definitely hurt him. We've seen it week after week. We've seen him do corny shit. Some of his music is good. Some of it is bad. But it definitely hurt him.
But he's also saying that like being the two biggest artists in hip hop, them beefing and like taking it to this level, they said it's hurting the culture because they're associated brands like Nike and like.
Well, yeah.
Like it's gonna make the big companies not want to fuck with hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure, because it's kind of like back when like I think they mentioned it right there with the Tupac and Biggie shit. Like after that happened, they weren't trying to fuck with rap again. They're like, oh, they're killing each other. Like we don't want to bring that around our award shows, and we don't want to bring that around.
That's why he kind of mentioned that.
Like it's insane. For the longest time, people wouldn't come to the West Coast because they were jacking people. They were like just killing people for nothing. And I mean, it's happening again. People aren't really trying to come out here, bro. How many artists have died on the West Coast being from other states and shit? Mostly East Coast artists. Like a lot of people come out here and die. And a lot of it will be because of music like this, where it's like a beef that'll just separate sides completely. Now, like you're either on the Drake side or you're on the Kendrick side.
Are we talking mainstream artists?
Well, yeah. I mean, there is... you don't. Well, it's because you don't listen to like
it's Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Yeah, it's
Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Because of that. Because I don't.
There's like who they've got. They've gotten Pop Smoke out here. They got fucking PNB Rock. They've gotten multiple people out here. They've gotten a lot of people. Out here.
Homeboy Draco
the Ruler. They got Nipsey Hussle out here.
Yeah,
they're killing your favorite artists out on these open streets, and like that's why people don't really. Like fuck with each other, and
it's
it does
real, yeah.
And it makes it so people don't want to do business with you.
It's bad business.
Like let's go over here with the guys there in Atlanta. They just talk about shooting guns. They're not really shooting the guns. They're out here just talking about guns.
Well, if everyone's going to kill in LA, how are they going to do business if LA is like?
Well, that's why it's hard for an LA artist to make it. You don't see Kendrick Lamar is the biggest artist that comes out of LA right now, followed by Tyler the Creator, and like. Those are the only people that people are probably safe feeling like doing business with.
Did you guys hear Tyler's latest album?
Oh yeah, it was great.
What's it called? Chroma
Cat or Chromatopia.
What do you guys think about it?
I think it was really good, bro. There's a couple songs that is like very hip hop, and there's a couple songs that are like very like indie sounding, I guess.
You're a big Tyler fan, Monty. What do you think about it?
No, I haven't even heard the album.
No. Oh, no, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good, bro. I think the Daniel Caesar
Nice try.
The Daniel Caesar features were good. There's a song out there called like Sticky with Sexy Red and Glorilla.
Yeah.
And I don't really fuck with that type of music, but that shit was like hitting.
Don't lie, fool. Low key, be bumping that shit.
Well, I was bumping it. I'm telling you right now that I bumped it. It's pretty.
Nothing wrong with that.
I even remembered the name. It had Lil Wayne in it. I was like, oh, this is pretty tight.
There's not a lot of Tyler the Creator songs that I like, or that I would like bump. You know, like me personally.
To me, the album sounded like, damn, if Kendrick did this,
This shit would 10 times harder.
Yeah, and I think it's what Kendrick wants, because for me, Kendrick is very like, oh, he's very pro-black, and a lot of his lyrics are like, there's obviously lyrics that aren't, but Tyler the Creator has the same sound, same beat choice, same everything, except he's spitting like
It's
different,
more broad.
like more broad. Like
It's not so much in a box.
yeah, it's like you could get it, a white kid could get it, like an Asian kid could get it.
Yeah.
When it's like Kendrick Lamar is very spiritual. Like we all understand it, but
It's more towards like a very specific demographic.
Yeah, and it's great, but I think it's what I think. I'm sure Kendrick's doing what he wants to do, but in my mind is what I think Kendrick wish he could do. He's just like,
oh, okay.
Damn.
That's a good way to put it.
no, but I'm sure Kendrick's doing what he wants to
yeah,
do. you know?
yeah.
But
No, I can see that though. I can see that.
the
Tyler
album
being the
sounds
artist that he
very
is.
Kanye West, very
Influence.
Kendrick Lamar,
Experimental,
Yeah.
free.
and it's all him.
I'll give it a listen.
He did it all himself.
I hate to bring this up, but are all these releases now from here on until Super Bowl going to change Kendrick Lamar's like performance?
Well, I don't think anything from now counts anymore for this year because
it's not.
the Grammys are already in.
Regardless of the Grammy nominations, like if Drake releases something on like
No, he already
2 days
he has
before
been releasing.
Yeah.
And people haven't.
I think the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it
You
was
can't avoid it.
Yeah.
And there's rumors that Drake is going to host the World Cup.
Yeah,
Did you bring that up?
Yeah, he's doing the World Cup.
It's a
They brought him
rumor.
up.
I haven't heard it confirmed by FIFA.
He's gonna
That's
be one of
crazy,
the.
but-
That's crazy for you to be saying, yeah, he's
I
doing the
think-
World Cup.
Is that the right
in the
demographic?
That's a whole video of him
They-
talking.
I think they just asked him, hey, if you could choose this, and then Drake was like, oh, well, I'll do this. Like,
No,
I think
but
it was just
that
a
whole
question.
interview was to like
I didn't see the whole
introduce him as like a
I haven't
World
seen that
Cup-
interview.
World
I
Cup.
feel like
Is
I would have
that-
heard about
Is
that.
that the right demographic? Like, what is he going to accomplish with that?
Well, Canada's hosting the World Cup.
Have
So
you
is the
no
US.
empathy, man? Have you no empathy?
I don't understand. Like, as an outsider,
What did Shakira had to do to the World Cup? She had one of the best World Cup songs ever, and what did she?
Well, she's
They
always
just
stood for
hire
like
people.
bicultural.
They hire people for views, just like they got Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl for people to watch.
I think Drake's going to do a great job.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have 3 ambassadors probably. One for the U.S., one for Canada, one for Mexico.
I can see that.
And I mean,
Oh,
Drake
he'll
is
probably
like
do
the-
Canada.
Yeah, Drake is the biggest thing out of Canada, so of course they're gonna get Drake to do the World
That makes
Cup
sense. That makes sense.
there. They'll probably get like a
played,
fucking
Canada.
like country artist here because country is very big now. I'm surprised the Super Bowl isn't a country. artist.
Country is big, but it's only big here. The World Cup is like universal.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if country
global.
Okay,
slaps
so
like hip
I,
hop.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
It just
I'm
doesn't
glad
slap.
you say that.
Yeah.
The World Cup is more bigger than
It's global.
Yeah. So is it if because they do have a performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shakira had the performance. Ricky Martin had that performance that one year. If Drake does that, is the artist that does that performance is that bigger than the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
It'd be equal,
I think-
maybe.
no,
it might
Equal?
be. Yeah,
Depends where
Dude,
you're thinking about it.
it's the
Depends.
big. Dude, the Super
In
Bowl is, like,
America.
No, way
objectively-
more people watch the World Cup.
This guy thinks everyone in the world just tunes in for the Super Bowl.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
The viewership
I'm
is
not big
off.
on sports, but I'm going to go with World Cup. I think that has more.
I just don't know if that's
I would
real,
for sure watch
though.
both.
I don't
mean,
know.
There's
honestly, I would
watch-
for sure watch,
there's like-
watch both.
I think every year there's like 100 and something, not each year, but between 80 to 100 teams playing the World Cup. That means there's between 80 and 100 countries already watching, on top of all the other countries that didn't make it. Versus the one
Dude,
country
so then-
that's watching.
So then USA has to sell their 30 seconds or their minute like globally. They have to introduce like
They'll be fine. They've always killed.
I
the
think
World Cup
they're trying to do
performances.
that. That's why they're doing games in fucking Europe once a season or something. I'm sure one of these years the Super Bowl will be in fucking London. I guarantee it. Like
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Super
because-
Bowl's like an American thing.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
already
I don't know
they
about
already
that.
take games to Mexico. They
Yeah,
already
preseason.
But no, I,
Preseason.
I don't think the
There's
Super
teams
Bowl.
that just came back from London that played.
I don't think the Super Bowl will get out of the U.S. I think the Super Bowl is like a America thing.
I mean, I could for sure maybe like in like 5-10 years.
Yeah, but it's gonna happen. It's
Okay.
gonna happen where
Okay,
it's gonna be in a
that's-
different country
Sure.
one year.
Yeah. To sell, yeah. I mean, just like WWE did like Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
for the cash. Like
Well, everyone does Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
is,
yeah.
is that
But
where the
it's-
Jake? Is that Jake Paul and Tyson shit happening, or was that gonna happen?
Friday.
That's what Chris
This
wanted
Friday.
to do with us before you
I
guys
wanted
swerved
to,
him.
I wanted to hang out.
Oh, that's what he wants
Yeah.
to watch on Friday.
I wanted to get
that-
together. I want to try and not even pod. Just
I want
kick
to.
it.
I want to watch that. Actually,
That's
I'm
cap.
Curious.
Don't believe them, bro. If they wanted to, they would.
I told
Don't
you I
believe
can't.
that. Don't believe that. I do. I do want to watch it.
He
And
told you he can't.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, remember he's like, "Are you busy Friday?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm already busy."
No, I'm
I
not.
mean, whatever he says now, it's live.
No,
So
I'm
whatever he
not. I'm
says
not
now-
busy.
Okay, there you go. Friday, you got 2 guys.
I'm down to
that
watch
wanna hang
it.
out.
Yeah, we go to a bar somewhere.
Come on, big lad.
I have kids, and it's like my days off, bro.
I got a babysitter.
No, I can't.
You don't trust
He
me?
doesn't fuck with you like that,
Nah,
bro.
don't.
You don't
I've
trust
gone
me?
out with you, bro.
I
There's-
fuck with you like that.
Bro, who's gone out with you the most here?
Don't listen to him, Chris. He's trying to manipulate you.
Yeah, he's trying to get things into your head.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some questions.
Oh, really quick though, before we get into that,
My baby girl.
because we were
waiting for me
talking
at
about
home.
Drake and shit. I just wanted to talk about like the Grammy nominations that went in. How
7 times Not Like Us nominated.
Yeah.
It's gonna sweep.
not really, that kind of correlates that to that, but not really that. I'm surprised that J. Cole was submitted that album as album of the year. The Might Erase This Later.
Yeah.
Remember the one that he went at Kendrick at?
Yeah.
And he erased the songs, and now like, cause that's like the Grammys, you self-submit shit, right?
Yeah, but fuck it. You gotta let him hang. He already made the body of work.
Yeah.
And he took off the song that he didn't want up there anyway,
Yeah.
so fuck it.
Or what about the thing where they said, where Future said that he didn't know that Kendrick Lamar was gonna diss Drake on
That'll
that.
probably win a Grammy as well.
Yeah. So do we believe that Future
No.
didn't know?
Now he's just backtracking because, and then he made a whole album after called "We Don't
Yeah,
Trust
We
You."
Don't
So
Trust You,
no,
that's-
I'm
And
not
we
buying
still don't trust you after that shit. Yeah.
it. Yeah, we don't trust you. Fuck that. All right, questions. Who's gonna draw him up?
I have a couple here.
Laz, you're so iconic.
Yeah.
It says, other than family, who put you onto music?
A lot of my homies put me on music.
Yeah.
A lot of my little homies, like I said little, but like when we were little, you know, that's who I correlate that to. And I'm from the iPod era, so if you borrowed someone's iPod and you like the library, you
Yeah.
put music in my shit, you know.
Definitely in high
Very
school.
few selected people.
It was like friends, and then
Yeah.
I had a soccer coach who like put me onto like Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
And that shit like took over my life. I was like, music's never been the same since this. I felt like an old headed in like high school. And then I had a homie that I remember, his name was Tommy. We had a quinceañera and he was the only one who could drive, and he'd pick us up and he put me onto J. Cole, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Like this shit's hella tight. But yeah, just like pretty much homies.
Yeah.
No, my man.
Same friends, if not family.
who's this so tight?
Yeah, if not family, for sure friends.
You don't know a single friend that put you on? You gotta shout them out or something.
Laz has put me on to a bunch of
Okay,
music
cool.
back in the day.
Chris, you have anyone other than your family? It's like self-taught, everything self. I find everything on myself.
Me.
Basketball, R. Kelly Ignition remix.
Basketball put you onto that?
No, but
All right, next question.
yeah,
All right.
fuck that one.
I
up.
said, about to have kids and names are kind of hard to pick. So my question is, what would you name your kids and why? And for Laz,
Congratulations.
what are your kids' names and why did you choose them? Whoa.
So deep.
Why I want to give my kids
That's
names?
deep.
Such a deep personal question.
Can't talk about my kids'
all
name.
right.
My
And I
future
wouldn't tell you what names I would fucking pick
Yeah,
either
maybe
because
not,
they
yeah.
got to be so iconic, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you never know.
no, if I give you all the juice and then you give my iconic
Hitler,
ass name to your
Kobe's
baby,
Hitler,
And
It's a hit.
Cosby, Zavala. Hitler, Cosby, Epstein, Zavala.
The
Come on.
fact that you try to, I see why you threw Kobe in there.
Kobe.
They all have something in common.
I don't get it.
No.
I don't even get it.
Well, why'd you put Kobe around all those
It was
people?
a misunderstanding.
Hitler, Epstein, Kobe, like damn.
Oh, Kobe, so it's okay.
No. I meant you know.
Well, my names for my kids, I
He was
guess.
one of the greats.
God damn it.
I chose my kid's name
Never
solely
missed.
based off music. Aaliyah is one of my favorite female artists. And then Osiris, I remember. It's funny enough, I mentioned the coach that put me onto Wu-Tang Clan. I
The
remember
Greek
one time.
god.
I remember one time there was a song, I think it's called Triumph, where he's like, I'm the Osiris of this shit. And I remember hearing the name Osiris, and I looked it up with him, man. I was like, oh, this shit's pretty tight.
you're like,
And then I had the perfect opportunity.
This might,
It took some
I've been waiting
convincing.
for this my whole life.
For real, it took
Monolith?
my wife some convincing, but I got it.
Girl, boy, what kind of names you thinking?
Damn. Okay, so girl, I don't know why I've always liked the name like Kiara. Because in third grade,
You hear this guy?
yeah, it's the first. I don't know. Okay, and then like
Third grade,
boy,
wait, you're gonna name your girl a name that you had a crush on for?
That's
Is that a
kind of
Chris-
weird, yo.
Is that a
why you
crystal?
put- no, what,
Is that
why
one
you
of those-
putting
That's weird,
that?
yo.
Well,
Is that a
you said it,
crystal?
because in third grade I knew this girl or something.
I think that's
Hey,
Her
her
name
yo.
was Kiara. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I've never heard that shit before.
Okay.
That shit sounded like the
She
shit out
wasn't
of a
your crush.
movie or something. No.
You just liked her name.
Monty, Epstein, Kobe, Zavala.
Okay.
Oh, Monty
And
too.
if it's a boy, I'll probably name
If it's gonna be a boy, bro.
Jet.
Jet.
I'll probably go with Jet.
Jet.
Very white names. I can see why. I can see why you want us all deported.
Yeah. It all makes sense.
Jet and Kiara.
Better off naming them Blake.
Blake.
You got it. Oh, you hate Blake. You could never name his kid name.
I would never. Zandre, what would you name them?
So he's not telling you.
No, what the fuck? We just
No, we
told
gotta
him.
roast each other.
I'll give you guys an alternative that I'll probably never use.
Okay.
Let's go. Nah.
We know
the truth.
We're gonna
Zandre.
get him. We'll get
Come
him.
on, come on.
I would use if they didn't make that stupid fucking movie, I would name my son Marley.
What are you, gay?
What a virgin.
Give me that pussy.
What a virgin.
I went to school with like 3 Marleys.
Yeah.
He puts it in and then goes sideways like
And
this.
they were all girls.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That took
Marley's
it back
cool.
very like 19,
Marley.
cool. All right.
Okay.
very 1950. Like give the guy a girl name.
Very
Yeah.
Bob
Chelsea.
Marley.
Boy,
Yeah.
if he identifies still as a girl, but it's a boy, go
So
ahead.
he has a chance.
Yeah.
Marley, okay? And if it was a girl, Marley.
Dude, I don't know if you guys know. In like 5 years, no one's gonna have fucking penises anymore.
Oh, good thing I have my kids.
I barely have a penis now.
So what's a good girl name?
Good girl name. See, like if I had if my last name was Johansson, I would say Scarlett. So it could just
Scarlett?
so it could just roll off.
Scarlett,
give her the job.
Zandre
Give her the
Daddy?
job.
Here's what advice I'll give you. Make it roll off with your last name. So if I give you a name that I like, it might not go with your last name. That's something I've always been like very conscious
So
of.
you're like the females that are like, oh, does my name sound good with his last name?
Yeah, it's like imagine like like Blake Gomez. And it's like some brown kid with like black hair.
Well, Jet Monroe.
It's how you say it. It's how you say it.
Blomez.
Blake Gomez, and this was just like all brown, black eyes, like black hair.
Ew, Blomez.
What about Jet Monroe?
See, that's a different. It has a style to it because it's not something
Droy?
or like
Thank you.
or if it was
Yeah,
like,
last year has style. I told you.
like or if it
I
was
think
like,
you have the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
one
yeah.
though.
Chris?
Yeah, the Kobe, Epstein, Hitler.
Cosby, Hitler.
that's what you cooked that one, yo.
Yeah.
Dude, the legends.
See, personally, if I was a listener and I asked that question, I would take that one.
It's Veterans Day with respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
Those were all the ones I got sent.
Okay.
Do you have any?
I think that's it. And we're running late. The producers are trying to rush us out. We got them working OT. We have this video coming for you guys, right?
Oh yeah, we do have a video coming
And
for you.
not
guys.
next week, but the next week after that.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
It's going to be a feast. Just know that. You heard?
Just know that. We're going to feed the streets. So keep tuned. Go subscribe to our YouTube. And we'll see you guys later. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty. We got Chris. We'll see you guys next week, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.